You're live. Thank you so much for joining me today on Senior Fitness with Meredith, our live stream workout. So today's workout, I'll let you know what you're going to need. We're going to use resistance bands today. We're going to be standing for part of it, and then we're going to need our chair because we're going to be sitting for another part of it. So remember, if sitting is more comfortable for the cardio, for all of the band work we do, you are more than welcome. It's not a workout that you can't do because we're doing some of it standing. You are more than welcome to sit to do your cardio, your stretches. The portion that we do while we're standing can all be done seated. So having that chair, having your bands, water close by, and then for our cardio in the beginning, if you choose to hold anything, a light pair of dumbbells, or maybe some water bottles or some cans, it brings the heart rate up a little bit more. I'm going to hold a pair of water bottles just to get that cardio going. So that's the equipment that we'll need today. So with the resistance bands, I'll go over a little bit because I've had questions in the past, so I thought I'd take this time to do a little tutorial as far as resistance bands go. So these are all different brands, and every brand decides to do a different color. So a heavy could be a black, a blue, it could be a green for a certain company. So that's not an easy way to tell. If I get a question, what color should I be using? It really depends on what brand you like best. So going by light, medium, heavy, and if you choose to purchase bands, it's really great to purchase bands in a bundle. So you do get a light, a medium, and a heavy together. So you can play around with it. If you're starting now, start with light, adding to that resistance as you go along and you start doing the workouts more and more. So with that being said, you'll also sometimes see tied bands. See these a lot in therapy. So holding on to these bands is not always compatible with our grip. It hurts our fingers. So as we're holding them, we want to grip tight, or we have to wrap them around our hands, and that doesn't feel good. You want to add little knots, one on either end, one right in the middle. When you're holding that band, you don't have to grip it so much. You're holding on to that knot that you put in it, and then pulling from there. So you notice I'm not putting that heavy grip on it. So that's an option to do with your bands. Also, you can purchase loop bands. When we do our lower body work, and I'll remind you when we get there, you can purchase already looped bands that can go up and over the knees, or you can also loop a band to put up and over your knees. I'm going to show you the method that I do where I'm not tying it, we're putting it around the legs, and we're going to bring it to the top and hold on to it. But again, if that grip is not comfortable, arthritis, issues with the hands, fingers, wrist, forearms, holding onto that band may not be comfortable. Purchasing already looped or one that you do yourself. All right, so with all of that being said, we will go ahead and get started. So remember, if you don't have a band at all, still do the movements with us. When we're doing back pulls, focus on what you're using, do the range of motion. You're still going to benefit from it. So we'll go ahead and get started. Make sure you have a little bit of space if you're choosing to stand to do your cardio warm-up. I'm going to get our music started and we'll go ahead and go. Hope you're ready. I am. All right, ready with our cardio warm-up. Remember, standing or sitting in your chair. Nice and light to start. We're just starting with that march. Nice and tall, abdominals tight. Relax your shoulders down and breathe. Remember, having fun while we do our work together. As we're marching our legs, big deep inhale, up and around, and exhale. One more time, big deep inhale, and exhale. Just keep our march going, a few breaths. Again, we're getting the heart rate up. We're getting the body warmed up for the work we're about to do. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Regulate your breathing. If you have space and you're standing and you feel comfortable, we're going to move with our march, taking it forward and back. If you're not comfortable with that and you need to stay close to your chair, by all means, stay stationary with your march, or if you're sitting, just keep that march going, pumping those arms. If you want, take it towards me, and then bring it back to where you started. Forward. Inhaling, exhaling. Let's do 2 more forward. And back. One more time, bring it towards me. Bring it back to where you started, just hold that march. Find your footing, find your breath in between each movement. Nice and lifted, keep the core tight, relax your shoulders, proud through the upper body. Let's heel dig to the front next. Heel dig, right, left, press, out, out. Everything extends to the front. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 4 more each side. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back to our march. Just hold that march. Again, footing and breath. Make sure you have space next to you now. We're going to toe tap out to our side. So we toe tap right, left. Comfortable with the footing, add the upper body. Extend out to the side. Everything goes right and left. Exhale, inhale. Keep that micro bend in the knee joints. Don't lock them out. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Come back to that march, holding it. Keeping that space next to us, let's go into our side steps now. So we're going to step right, left. Once you're comfortable with that footing, maybe make your steps a little bit wider. Inhale, exhale. Pull those arms back, warming up chest and upper back. Again, keep the abdominals pulled in. Inhale, exhale. Four more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each way. Then we'll come back to our march and hold it. Bring those knees up, pump those arms, get that heart rate up. Deep inhales and exhales. Little bit of space behind you. We're going to bring our toe taps behind us. It's a small movement, so we're not going into a deep lunge. I'm going to turn a little to the side. We're just going to toe tap right, left, extend back. Almost like a tricep extension. Getting that range of motion in our elbow joints, focusing on the back of our arms, our triceps, warming them up. Exhale, inhale. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side, then come back up nice and tall, hold our march. Inhaling, exhaling. Mambo step next. So our right foot is going to go front to back, transferring that weight. Nice and lifted, keep the abdominals tight, right side. Front to back, front to back. Inhale, exhale. I like this one, feels like a little dancer step. That's why I call it our mambo step. Exhale, inhale, move those arms. Let's do 4 more this side. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, then come back to your march before we go to the other side. Same thing, our mambo step, now left, transferring our weight, front to back, left side leads. Ready? Front to back, front to back. Inhale, exhale. Front to back, front to back. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Come back to our march and hold it. Deep inhales and exhales. Make sure we have that space next to us again. We're going to do our side taps with our foot, but this time we're going to extend the arm across the body. So we're getting a slight rotation in the core. Keep those abdominals pulled in tight. Right side, tap, tap, then extend across the body. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Press, press. Again, keeping that slight bend in the knee joints. Extend. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. One more each side. Come back to our march. Hold it. Last thing we'll do is that extension of our arms up overhead. Only going to your range of motion, what feels comfortable. If any impingement in those shoulders, just stay with your march with those arms pumping. Otherwise, we're just going to extend up and down. Exhale, inhale. Extend, extend. Exhale, inhale. Length up, length down. 4, 3, 2, one more. Just hold our march now. Deep inhales and exhales. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. If you were holding your water bottles or dumbbells, which I forgot to pick up, go ahead and put those down. I thought about it halfway through, of course. So go ahead and put those down. We'll do a nice light stretch, standing or sitting in your chair. Those feet shoulder distance apart. Have a nice stable base. Slight bend in the knees. Your hands can go on your hips. We're just turning the head, looking over our right shoulder. Deep inhales, deep exhales. So not only are we getting light stretches, we're really working on bringing our heart rate down nice and slow. So important. Other side, just the head is turning, looking over to the left. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Head comes back center. We're interlacing our hands behind our back, opening through the shoulders and chest. We're keeping that stable base with a slight bend in the knees, bringing your gaze up towards the sky, if that feels okay for your balance. Opening through the shoulders and chest. Again, breathing your deep inhales and exhales. And release, coming back center, bringing the hands in front of you, round and arch your spine, opening through your upper back, breathing into that nice stretch, upper back down, the spine. Keeping the length in your arms. Inhale, bring that length up. Exhale, release down. Hands on your hips again. Again, those feet are shoulder distance apart. Always keeping that micro bend in your knee joints. Don't lock them out and hyperextend them. Keep that slight bend. Just allow your chest to release slightly forward. No more than 90 degrees. I want you to feel that stretch through the back of your legs, your hamstrings, through your gluteals, into your lower back. And come back up nice and slow. Arms back down by our sides. Circle your shoulders to the back. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 2 more. 1 more. Now reverse it. Bring those circles to the front. Open the upper back. 2 more. Last one. One nice big deep inhale, length overhead. Exhale. Release down. We're going to grab our band now, but before that, if you'd like, grab some water. I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. Then I'm going to grab my band. Standing or sitting, remember, I'm going to show this part standing. The band is going to go behind our backs. So right below the underarms, so it's not above, underneath the underarms towards the upper back. We're focusing on front of the body, chest to start. So again, standing work, have a nice stable base. Shoulder distance apart, keep that slight bend in the knees. Nice and lifted and proud, relax your shoulders. Starting with our chest press. Again, focusing on front of the body. Exhale as we press that band out towards me. Gently release it. Exhale. Inhale. Slow, controlled movements both directions. That band wants to control what we're doing. We're working against that. As we press it out, that band wants to snap back. So we're working both pressing out and slowly releasing in. Exhale. Inhale. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2. That last one, we're going to hold that length out. Open our arms nice and wide. Exhale as we squeeze them closed in front. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze closed. Inhale. Exhale. These are our chest flies, still working front of the body. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more. 3, 2, Last one, arms open nice and wide, bring them into the side of the body. Now we're pressing them straight out to our side. So exhale as you press and extend out, gently release in. Press out, release in. Exhale, inhale. Don't forget about your base and your posture. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one, release. Little shake out. Still focusing on front of the body. We're going to do our cross punches. So I like to bring one foot in front of the other, just slightly, because we want to get rotation in our core. Even if you're sitting in the chair, your feet can stay next to each other, but you're still going to focus on getting a little bit of rotation in your core. We're extending out. We exhale as we press and extend. Then other side, extend. Kind of like our boxing moves, our jab and our cross. Extend out, exhale, exhale. Lengthen, lengthen. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. And then gently release that band from behind your back, bringing it in front of you, back to our nice stable base with those feet shoulder distance apart. Slight bend in our knees. Focusing on our upper back now, our back pulls. So the band's out in front of us. We're going to bend at the elbows, bring that band in towards the chest as we exhale. We gently release it back out. Again, that band wants to snap back out so it comes back together. Working against that. Exhale. Inhale. Pulling from the upper back as you open in your shoulders and chest. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, release, little shake out. We'll work our rotator cuffs next. Give our upper back a little break before we work it again. So glue those elbows into the side of your body. Again, nice and lifted, sitting or standing. Elbows stay glued. We have a tighter grip with those hands. Again, rotator cuffs are our focus, deep inside the shoulders. So as we open those hands, those elbows stay glued into the side of the body and we gently release that. Exhale, inhale. Breathe into your movements as we're exerting that energy. We exhale out. We'll do 3 more of these. 3, 2, last one. Good job. Little shake out of those arms. We'll go back to our upper back. These are called drawing the sword. So what I want you to do, take your right hand, glue it to your right hip, then lengthen out through your left arm. The outer part of your fist is going to go up at a diagonal towards the sky, keeping the length in your arm. There's always a micro bend in that elbow joint, just like our knees when we're standing. Keep that micro bend, but we're not bending at our elbow. The movement is not coming from our elbow yet. We will get to that. Keeping the length in your arm, think about your upper back. Exhale, that left arm goes up at a diagonal. It gently releases down. Exhale, inhale. Again, drawing the sword. Think about we're taking it out of the holder that's at our hip. We're placing it back into that holder. Exhale, inhale. Breathe into it. Let's do 3 more. 3. Exhale, extend up. 2. Last one. Keep your right hand glued to your right hip, now bending at the left elbow. Our focus is our tricep, the back of our arm. Exhale as we extend that arm long, bend and gently release it. Bring the length out, bend and release. Now again, the back of your arm, your tricep, is getting that movement, extending that resistance out. Exhale and releasing. We'll do 3 more this side. 3, 2, last one, gently release it, shake it out. I felt it, hope you did too. Other side. Glue that left hand to your left hip. Right arm nice and long. First movement, we keep the length in our arm. Outer part of our fist is going up at a diagonal towards the sky. Exhale as we bring that arm straight up. Gently release it. Focusing on your upper back. We're pulling from our upper back. We're getting great range of motion in our shoulder joint. Opening through the chest. 3 more, 2, last one. Now keeping your left hand glued to your hip, bending at the right elbow, the back of the right arm, your tricep is doing the work now. So we exhale as we extend through the arm, we gently bend and release it. Exhale, inhale, lengthen through the tricep, release. Exhale, inhale. Lengthen 3 more times. 3, 2, last one, and release. Little shake out of those arms. One more movement, then we're sitting in our chair, our lat pull downs. So holding on to our band, we're going to bring that length straight up overhead. We're keeping the length in our arms for this one. So exhale as we bring that length down, we slightly open it towards the belly, gently release it back up overhead. Again, going to your range of motion. Any impingement in the shoulder joint, just going to your range of motion. It can still go straight in front of you or higher up if the body allows. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3. Exhale, bring it down. 2. Last one, gently release, little shake out. Perfect time to grab some water and have a seat in your chair. I have to move some things around. So reminder, you may have seen on the page to put where you're watching from. I get lots of comments just day to day. I would love to know where you are viewing the videos from. Where are you from? Because it always amazes me. So if you get a chance to put those comments, and at the end, if you have any questions, I'll go through and look at those. We get a quick sip of water, and then we're going to go into lower body next. All right. So, like I said, you can buy the already pre-formed circles. Those would go up and over your knees if you want to use that, if you have that. If you have a band, an extra one that you've tied nice and tight and it won't come out, and you've gotten it just to the resistance you like, you can bring that up and over your knees now. Or I'll show you the other way. If you only have one band and you don't want to put a knot in it, because once you put a knot in these bands, it's very hard to get out sometimes. So if you're using your long band, it goes across the lap. You're just basically tying up your legs, but you want the ends to come back up to the top. So bringing the ends, you just crisscross them underneath. The ends come back up to the top and make it nice and tight once it's there. So once you've got that tied up, again, nice and tight around those legs, we're going to start with our feet close together. Feet are not moving. We're focusing on our outer thighs, hips, and gluteals. We're not pressing from the outer part of our knee joints. Knees are opening, but we're never pressing from our joints. Nice and lifted, abdominals always pulled in tight, keeping that length in the spine. Relax those shoulders. We start to work and we tense up. Release those shoulder blades down your spine. Keep them there. Nice and lifted, pressing from those outer thighs. They open in opposite directions. We gently release that. Exhale, inhale, just like with upper body. Same with lower body. That band wants to snap back together. It wants to control our movement. We're not allowing it to do that. Exhale, slow release. Press from outer thighs, hips, gluteals. Inner thigh groin is releasing as we come back to center. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Keep the band right where it is. Separate the feet now about shoulder distance apart. We're nice and lifted. We're going to march into our legs. Nice, slow, and controlled. Again, nice and tall. Core pulled in tight. Right foot comes up. Slow release. Left foot up. Slow release. So again, with that band in place, hips, outer thighs, gluteals are staying contracted the entire time. But focus on your quadriceps, your hip flexors, your lower abdominals to lift that foot up off the ground. We'll do 3 more to each side. 3, 2 more, 2, Last one, right, left. And now we'll alternate opening to our sides. Nice and tall. Right foot opens to the right, bigger range of motion. Come back center. Left side open, center. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, right, together, left, together. Bigger range of motion, a little deeper into those hips and gluteals. 3 more. 3, 2 more. 1 more, right, left. Exhale, inhale. Come back to center, back to those feet shoulder distance apart, nice and lifted. I want you to lift those heels up, release. Heels up, release. Contracting the lower part of your legs. Squeeze your calf muscles, release. Squeeze, release. Get that flexion of your foot in your shoe if you're wearing shoes at home. Exhale, inhale. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Bring the feet a little closer together just to take that resistance off for a second. We're going to focus just on our right side for a couple of movements. So opening those feet again. Right side is doing all of the work. Really focusing on that quadricep, hip flexor, abdominals. Nice and tall, just lifting that right foot up. Little pause, release and try and hover it. Pull it up, pause, release and hover. Exhale, inhale. 3 more times. 3, 2, last one, release, nice and lifted. Again, we're staying on that right side now, our opening to the side. So again, focusing just on right to press and open, gently come back center, right side, press and open, gently center. Exhale, inhale. Just 3 more this side. 3, I feel it. 2, last one, back center, feet close together for a second, take that off of that. Left side you might start to feel, because it's keeping that foot planted so it can't move, you'll feel that outer thigh, hip, and gluteal contract the entire time so it starts to get fatigued. Breathe into it. Nice and lifted. Now our left side gets to do all the work. That right foot stays planted into the ground. We're nice and tall. Knee raise, left side. Exhale, slow release, hover. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. 3 more times. 3, 2, last one, release it down. That left side stays doing that work. We're going to bring it out to the side and come back to center. Body nice and tall. Keep the core pulled in tight. Press that foot out. Gently release center. Press out. Gently center. Again, pressing from the outer thigh. We're not thinking knee joint. We're not even thinking foot. Those are going along for the ride as we press and open out. Center. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Back to center. Bring those feet shoulder distance apart. I know we're feeling our lower body. We'll give it a little bit of a break in a second. We're just going to rock on the balls of our feet and pull our toes up. Heels up, toes up. Heels up, toes up. Strengthening through our ankle joints, through our feet, working on our range of motion. Again, our calves, our shins. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Feet close together. Gently release that band. Little shake out of those fingers if we don't have the knots or we didn't have a pre-tied band. Grab some water if you like. We're going back to upper body. I'll grab some water just so I can be a good example. Plus I need it. So taking on our band, it's going to go down onto the floor. You're trying to get it equal on either side. We're back to upper body, by the way. So band goes down to the ground, stepping onto that band so it doesn't move around underneath the feet. We're nice and tall. We're just going to start with some press backs. Again, nice and lifted, core tight, lengthen the arms, always that slight bend in the elbow joints. We're proud through the chest. We press straight arms back, open through the shoulders and chest, release. Exhale, inhale, squeezing your upper back. You'll feel your upper back. You might even feel your triceps, the back of your arms. They're contracting as you press your arms back. You can feel as if you're over-exaggerating that opening through the shoulders and chest. Get that good posture. Exhale, inhale, 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Little shake out of the arms. I'm going to step on this a little better. Now our bicep curls, we are alternating them. Our elbows are glued into the side of our body. Again, trying to get that equal resistance on both sides. And if it's way too easy, you get to choose what resistance you have. Working your hands down that band or releasing a little bit. So that's the fun thing with bands. You are controlling the resistance on how you hold it and by which band you're choosing to use. So our bicep curls, elbows nice and close to the side of the body. They're not going to move. We're focusing on the front of our arms, right side then left, curling up towards the shoulder. Gently release it, left side, curl up, gently release. Again, your bicep, the front of your arm. That's where your focus is, really bringing the brain power to that part of your body so it does the work. And keeping the elbows nice and close. As soon as that elbow juts forward, we go right into the front of our shoulder. We want our biceps to do the work. Curl that resistance up, gently release it. Exhale, inhale. Stay nice and lifted. We start to get fatigued. We lose our core. We lose our posture. Thinking about that as well. 3 more on each side. 2 more. We'll do 1 more each side, right, left. Exhale, inhale, exhale, release down by your side. Little shake out. We'll do our side raises next, and again, we're going to alternate them. Tops of the shoulders is where our focus goes. Again, that slight bend in the elbow joints, leading from the top of your shoulder. The arm's going to go out no higher than shoulder level. Gently release it. Now left. No higher than shoulder level. Release. Exhale. Inhale. Leading from the shoulder, rest of the arm follows behind. Not focusing on our hand, we're not focusing on our band, we're definitely not leading and focusing on our elbow joint. That shoulder muscle lifts up, release. Let's do 3 more each side. 3, 3, 2 more. 1 more each side. Right, release, left, gently release. Little shake out of those arms. We're going to go into front raises, alternating next. Nice and tall. Again, if that hand can go up to right in front of your gaze, that's where it stops. No higher than your gaze. Again, leading from the front of our shoulder. Right arm goes up, gently release. Left arm up, gently release. Front of that shoulder is where I want you to focus on getting that movement from. Exhale, inhale. We have 3 more on each side. 3, 3, 2 more. 2, 1 more, right, left. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Gently releasing the band from under your feet. Couple more movements, then we'll give the upper body a break. This is going to be 1 lower, 1 upper body movement. So we have our heels glued down into the ground. They are not going to move. We take our band right in the center of it, trying to get it underneath the arch of the feet because we don't want the band to slip off the toes and snap into our face. So trying to get it under the arch so it can't move around. Once it's there, bring it to the inner part of those knees. We have nice, good resistance on that band. We are nice and tall, so chest is not forward for this. Nice and lifted, abdominals tight. Again, relax those shoulders down. Heels are glued down into the ground. They're not going to move. Pressing from the outer part of the foot, we open up the toes, release. Open toes, release. Back to the strengthening of our ankle joint. So important. Strengthening the ankles so we keep that mobility, range of motion. Press out, release in. Exhale, inhale. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, Last one, keeping those heels glued down right where they are. The feet are together now, just taking that band to the outer part of the knees, back to upper back. Big muscle group, helps with your posture. I like to work it a lot. So getting that good resistance, stay nice and lifted. Bring your hands like you're rowing towards the chest, gently release. Pulling from your upper back, gently releasing out. Again, don't let the band control your movement. Focus on what you're working. Open shoulders and chest, release. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's do 3 more, then we're going to pause and hold it. 2 more. Last one, pulling that resistance back, holding there, or just tiny little pulses. Keep that muscle contraction in your upper back for 4, 3, 2, and gently release it out. Little shake out of everything. Grabbing water if you'd like. We have a couple more movements for lower body. We'll work some core, and then we'll get to stretch it all out. So when you're ready, taking your band underneath the arch of your right foot. So right in the center of it. Arch of my right foot. Once it's there, I lean back in my chair. I'm still proud through the chest. I'm still keeping the core pulled in tight. Locking the arms in place again. Focus is on lower body. Like a leg press machine, you're flexing your foot, you're pressing that resistance out, you're gently releasing it. Press out, gently release. Range of motion for you might be lower, it might be down here, that's perfectly fine. Just getting that resistance to press out, release. Focusing on pressing from your quadricep, we're getting engagement in our hip, in our hamstring, the back of our leg. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2. That last one's going to lengthen out. I want you to hold that length out. Bring the toes up to the sky. Exhale as you bring that resistance down. Inhale up. Exhale, press through the back of your leg. Again, really focusing on that hip, gluteal, pressing back through the back of your leg, your hamstring. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, this last one's going to release all the way down, sitting up nice and tall, gently releasing that resistance. Under our left foot, let's do those 2 movements underneath the arch of that left foot. Once it's there, lean back in our chair, locking those arms in place. The lower body does the work. Core is pulled in tight. We're still nice and proud through our chest and relaxing those shoulders. Pressing that leg out, bring that resistance out, exhale. Gently release. Exhale, inhale. Again, thinking of a leg press machine where you press resistance out, gently release it. Lengthen, release. Doesn't have to be as high. It can be a tiny range of motion. You do what feels best for you always as I guide you through our workouts. 3 more. 3, 2, that last one, we're going to bring that length out. Keep it nice and long. Toes go up to the sky. Exhale as you press down through your heel, back of your leg. Inhale. Exhale. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, last one's going to release all the way down to the ground. Lean chest forward to gently release that resistance. And then we're going to bring our band in half. Just release it down. A little shake out of your fingers. Great time to grab some water because now our focus is going to be core, abdominals, lower back, and then a stretch. So I'm going to grab a quick sip of water. You should too. It's very important. And then our focus now is core. So holding on to our band, again, I like to take mine in half just because it's so long and we're going to be moving front and back in our chair. Just kind of gets it out of the way a little bit. So once we have our band in half, we want to keep the band nice and taut so it doesn't have any slack in it. We keep it nice and taut so the upper body is still keeping resistance on that band, but we want to relax our shoulders down. So holding that band out, release back into your chair. Where is our focus? Right in the center of our belly. Imagine that string is leading us up right in the center of our belly. We sit up nice and tall. Band goes up towards the sky. If that feels okay for your range of motion in your shoulders, release it in front of you. Gently release back. Exhale. Gently release back. Again, right in the center of the belly is where you should be feeling this. The entire abdominal wall is contracting to pull you up to sit tall and gently release you back. We're not pulling from our quadriceps, our thigh muscles. Definitely not our hip flexors. We're not using momentum. We're not throwing our chest forward. Our abdominals contract, pull us up tall, gently release us back. Exhale, inhale. We'll do 3 more. Gently release, 2 more. Last one, stay up nice and tall, gently release that band down for a second. Take the resistance off the arms. Focus is now sides of our waist, our obliques. We'll get into range of motion in our spine and also contracting of our lower back with our next movement. We're going to stay on our right side. So our right knee is going to come up. We're going to twist to our right. So we have that band in front of us. Relax our shoulders down. Keep it nice and taut. Right in the center of our band is where our gaze follows. Right knee comes up. We exhale as we twist to our right. We come back to center. If you have any issues with your spine at all, and doing these twisting motions does not feel right, excuse me, that's why I like the addition of the knee raise. Lifting that knee up, you're incorporating the core. Your lower abdominals are contracting. So just do the knee raise. Don't add the twist with it or make your twist smaller. Exhale. We'll do 3 more. 3, 2, last one, come center, little shake out. Let's do same thing to our left. Body nice and tall, abdominals pulled in tight. Left knee comes up. We're twisting to our left side now, staying on that side. Bands in front of us. Relax our shoulders. Gaze right in the center of that band. Exhale as the left knee comes up and we twist to our left. We gently come center. Abdominals pulled in the entire time. So we're keeping that protection of our lower back as we work it. Exhale, inhale. 3 more to this side. 3, 2, last one, back center, releasing for a second. One more thing before we get our stretches in. Part of the core is our lower back. So we'll do our forward bends. Abdominals stay contracted. We keep length in our spine the entire time. Band just comes nice and close to the body, again, so we stay open and proud through the chest. Length stays in the spine. We inhale, our chest goes forward. Exhale, our lower back leads us to sit up nice and tall. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, nice and tall. Now that imaginary string is pulling from our lower back. Again, it's not momentum. It's not our upper back that's pressing to lift us up. Really putting the mind focus into our lower back to lift us. Abdominals tight. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Up nice and tall, release, little shake out. You can release your band down. Grab some water if you'd like. We're going to do a couple of nice light stretches. I always like to end with a stretch because we have a tendency to neglect our stretching. It's so important. So once you've gotten your band down, gotten a sip of water, we'll go ahead and start with our stretches. Nice and tall in our chair. We're just going to twist and open to our right side. Nice deep stretches at the end of our workout. We're all warmed up and loosened up now. And breathe into them. And through center to the left, twist and open. Deep inhales, deep exhales. Bring the chest back to center. Hands next to you on your chair. Just allow your chest to go forward. I want you to feel the opening in your shoulders and chest. If you have a tighter chair and you can hold on to that chair and allow your chest to go forward, by all means do that. So you keep that openness. You feel your shoulder blades squeezing together on your upper back and you're breathing into an entire front body as it releases and stretches out. And we'll bring our hands onto our lap now. Arching our spine, I want you to hollow out the belly, pressing back. You feel your shoulder blades opening on your upper back Again, the entire back body is releasing now, and we're breathing into that. So think opening your shoulder blades, each individual vertebrae down your spine. Visualize it opening up into the lower back and breathe. And we'll come back to sit nice and tall, our neutral spine, core pulled in tight, lengthen out through that right leg. Always keeping that slight bend in our knee joint, keeping length in your spine. We want to walk length out. Once you feel that stretch in lower body, allow your chest to release into that stretch and breathe. From your calf, back of your knee joint, hamstring, gluteals, into your lower back is all releasing out. And we're breathing into it. Don't hold the breath. And come back up nice and slow. Once you're sitting tall, that right foot comes up, circle that foot around. Getting that mobility and stretch in the ankle joint, reverse the direction, other way. Now we have options for the next stretch. We worked a lot of hips, outer thighs, gluteals. If you have the range of motion, that right ankle comes up and over your left thigh, you let the chest go forward. If that is not possible right now today, or it does not feel good, you just take the right foot, cross it in front of the left. Same thing, length stays in the spine as you allow your chest to release forward. You do what feels best for you. Don't overstretch and overextend the body. We want to feel a nice stretch in our hips, outer thigh, gluteal, lower back on our right side right now. So we're breathing into that. Again, with our band, we did a lot of work for our hip, gluteals, and outer thigh. Let's sit back up nice and tall. Release the right foot down, lengthen out through the left. That slight bend in the knee joint, lengthen our spine. We walk that length out, feel a stretch. Allow ourselves to release in it. Those deep inhales, deep exhales. Every exhale gets you deeper into your stretch. Every exhale allows you to release that tension and tightness we all choose to hold somewhere in the body. Release it out. Get rid of it. It's not needed. And roll it back up nice and slow. Sitting tall, that left foot comes up. We circle that foot around. Again, loosening up the ankle joint, opening our toes. Get that mobility. And other way. Circle around. Now we have those options, whatever feels best for you right now today. If bringing that left ankle up and over that right quadricep feels okay, then doing that, allowing your chest to go forward. If that range of motion is not there, you should not feel any pain in your knee, in your hip, anywhere in the body. If you do, cross at the ankles, let your chest release forward. You do what feels best for you. Don't push yourself to the point of pain. You should feel nice stretches that you can release into and breathe into. And then we'll sit back up nice and tall. Releasing that left foot down. We're nice and lifted. Just circle your hands around. Stretch your fingers, wrists, and forearms after holding those bands. Reverse it, go the other way. We're going to bring our arms down by our side. Do 3 deep inhales, exhales. Inhale, I want you to bring length up overhead. Exhale. 2 more. Big deep inhale, length goes up. Exhale. 1 more. Big deep inhale, length overhead. Exhale, release it all out because you are all done with your workout. Wonderful, wonderful job. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I'm going to take a look and see if I've gotten any. Ooh, we've got Simpsonville, South Carolina, Lexington, Kentucky, Montreal. I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona, Ringgold, Georgia, Honolulu, Hawaii. Oh, I love it. I love it. It's wonderful. People from all over. So any questions or anything, I'll stick around for a minute. If you have any questions for me, any comments that you'd like to give me, I'm open to suggestions, everything. So that's what we're here for. If you watch our videos that we have on YouTube, the ones that we produce and then put out, aside from the live that we're starting now, You are more than welcome to leave comments there. Going on to our webpage, www.seniorfitnesswithmeredith.com. We have all kinds of content. So not only can you get the YouTube videos and workouts that we do a blog, we do a vlog, we do podcasts. So we have all kinds of content information out there for you. Again, just trying to help everyone, give you what you might be looking for but have not been able to find. So having it all in one area right there for you. So any questions, anything? I enjoy everyone so much. Good workout. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you too. It was a good workout. I felt it. Hope everyone did too. I appreciate everyone so much for joining me this morning, wherever you are in the world right now, in these times that are very uncertain, for us to come together almost as a community and have social interaction. I know we're not with each other, we're not talking to one another face to face, but being there for each other, knowing that we are here for you and everyone else who watches the videos are there for you. Thank you, Grace. Thank you for offering a great workout. I appreciate you, Grace. I appreciate you watching. Another great workout, Meredith. Thank you, Jeannie. It's my mom. Ottawa, Ontario. Wonderful. I'm going to say Liz, if that's correct, L-I-S-E. Ottawa's beautiful. I lived there for a short time when I was younger. It's a beautiful, beautiful city. Again, thank you all so much. Any questions about resistance bands? If you haven't purchased them and maybe you did the workout and you just did range of motion, by all means, feel free to ask me that. We do have a way to get those bands, I can't think of the word, in some of our videos. So a link, that's the word I'm looking for, a link for you to order them. But again, any questions on how to tie them or any of that, I'm always here to answer those questions. Any more? So thank you to everyone who joined. Oh, Sharon from Toronto. Thank you, Steve, for watching. Thank you, Sharon. Yes, it will be after we do it live. It comes up on our YouTube channel, so you can do this workout again. It won't go away. It'll be there for you. So if you missed part of it or you want to do it again because you liked it so much, because it was a great one. We did literally full body. And if you stayed seated for it and maybe you start to feel more comfortable and you want to do the standing part, feel free to do that. Always at your comfort level. I like to always say that with anything that I do. And when we record our videos, I can't say it as much because we're trying to get, certain things in an amount of time. But remember, when I do these workouts, I am guiding you through work. I am never telling you what to do because only you know how your body feels. I can say do this movement for your shoulders, but you have issues with your shoulders. You know not to do that and to listen to your body and do a different movement or sit, work on your posture and breathe until I go on to something else. So never think that anything that I do, you have to do. You are doing what feels best for you throughout the entirety of a workout and making it yours as I guide you through our workout and our practice. So remembering that, osteoporosis, is there a problem? With anything that we do, gaining strength in our body is only going to help with osteoporosis, with our bone density, the weakening of our bones. So remember, as we build up our muscles, we're also building up our bones. So osteoporosis basically puts more air inside of our bones. The more we build up our muscle, the more we'll take that air out of our bones. It's a visual that you can kind of use. So actually, resistance training, strength training helps with osteoporosis. Going light. Don't overdo it. Don't jump up and down. Don't lift heavy, heavy weights and start to swing them around. Because obviously at that point, you're not using your muscle. You're putting impact on bone. And especially if you've been diagnosed with osteoporosis at any level, you should not be putting impact on your bones. You should be focusing on gaining strength in muscle. So, Steve, hopefully that helps, if that's answering the question correctly for you. Any more? We did a nice long one. I see we're almost at an hour. This is good. So a nice long workout, nice long talking. Again, if you have any more questions, comments, anything, I'm always here. We'll be doing more of these live streams as we see, and we'll try and put out the notification and notice at least 2 days prior to get you ready and put it on your schedule. Like I always say, put your workouts on your schedule so you remember to show up at that time. Whether it's doing your own workouts at home, putting it on the TV, however you choose to do it once we're able to go back out, if it's going out to do them. Thank you, Steve. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the workout, for following along with me, however you did that, for letting me know where you're watching from. I love that so much because it helps me know that I'm really touching all parts of not only this country but the world, and that just amazes me, makes me so happy, keeps me motivated to keep going, pushing myself to learn more and do more so I can feed that to you and you can gain from it. So it warms my heart tremendously to know that you wanted to join me this morning here, wherever you're at. Dee from Philadelphia, thank you too. Appreciate everyone for joining me and for commenting and letting me know where you're from. I love that. Because again, it lets me see where in the country or world we're actually touching at any given moment. It's amazing. It really is. And it's why we're doing this, so we can help you all. Not only right now, but in the future and as we've done in the past. But again, remembering to stay healthy, to keep moving, and hopefully we are doing everything we can, of course, with our videos. We put podcasts together that talk about issues, not only things that are going on, but right now with the world, you're not alone. We feel alone a lot, especially right now. You are not alone. We're here for you. The entire community and people that are watching these YouTube videos, I bet, are there for you if you needed to reach out to someone. So remembering you're not alone. I'm just a comment away and I will get back to you. Always putting us on our recorded ones and just having that interaction. Talk back to me. Tell me how you're feeling when I say good job. Tell me you're feeling good. You know, breathe heavy. You're in your room. Do it. Have fun with these workouts. Do the cardio and the salsa stuff and just get into it. Turn up the music. Just make it your own, and remembering again that you're not alone through anything. Right now, in the future, you weren't alone in the past. You won't be, with us here for you. So with that, I think we will go ahead and sign off. Once again, I thank everyone so much for joining me today. We will do these live streams very soon again, another fun workout, so I hope you'll be able to join me then. Any questions, comments, any feedback, anything, I love to hear it. I take it to heart and I use it going forward. And just remembering you're not alone and we're here for you always. So again, thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time.